On the news tonight, Soludo inaugurates 489-member governorship campaign council. Affirmation movement gives indigent widows free houses. And the national news, NAF reaffirms commitment to welfare of soldiers. And on foreign news, US threatens to shoot down Venezuelan jets over trespass. Security is yet to stay in Anambra State. In Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join the forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 08002 200008. And also don't forget that ABS TV is now on cable free to air. Join us. And welcome to the news at 7:30 p.m. I am Ogenerume Ogogome. And all the news in detail. The national leader of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, Governor Chukwuma Soludo, has inaugurated a 489-member governorship council for the November 8, 2025 election. Governor Soludo performed the function at the APGA regional office in Awka, described the council members as people carefully chosen out of the 8.5 million in the Anambra to help midwife the message of hope to the grassroots. Government House correspondent Ejike Abana has the details of the report.
Appreciating the forebearers and founding fathers of the party for paying the sacrifice since 2002 when APGA was established, the governor thanked members of the council for accepting to serve. He tasked everyone on major events, which is at the polling unit, wards, local government levels, and went down memory lane concerning the conquered history of the party, assuring that under the APGA banner, his administration will continue to work and commission projects for the good of the people.
It's my singular honor, great privilege, gratitude to God Almighty, hereby inaugurate this APGA 2025 Governorship Action Campaign Council in Anambra State. This council, this eminent council, the soldiers that will get down and ensure that the movement is alive and gets down to every nook and cranny of Anambra. If I na tobo ebe selo okuko kwia, etina atusi anya vote. I just collect a certificate of return. Mama ni aga collect certificate of return. Dr. Onyeka Ibezima kwia.
Thank you most sincerely for entrusting us with this sacred mandate. You have asked us not merely to campaign, but to secure a renewed covenant between you and Indian Anambra, a covenant that is built on truth, on service, and on transformational leadership.
The national chairman of APGA, Barrister Sly Ezeokenwa, his Anambra State counterpart, Barrister Ifeatu Obiokoye, Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, Chief Ifeyunwa Obegolu, Dr. Pascal Abodike, Senator Emmanuel Nwachukwu, among others, described Governor Soludo as Anambra's consensus candidate because of his track record of development in the state, pledging their support.
Meanwhile, 9 homeless widows from the 9 villages that make up Ikolobe and Agwata local government area and are proud owners of houses as Affirmation Movement built and gifted them a bungalow each. Affirmation Movement, a non-governmental organization, was founded by Mr. Afame Funezawafo with the mission to leave the society better than they met it. Correspondent Amaka Ozulike tells us more.
Foundation has been in the business of rendering help to the indigent in the society through different intervention schemes such as scholarships, provision of shelter for the homeless, and numerous others, and its target currently is to provide 50 housing units for 50 homeless widows in the nearest possible time. Speaking while handing over the buildings beneficiaries, the founder of Affirmation Movement, Mr. Ezenwafo, said the gesture is a way to demonstrate practical Christianity and to give hope hope to the hopeless.
What we are doing, like I told you, like I was saying all this while, we believe in practical Christianity, helping those that are in need, providing shelter for the shelterless widows, because some of the widows are going to the
Some guests at the event, including the Commissioner for Chieftaincy and Town Unions Matters, Mr. Tony Collins Nwabunwanne, and his Women Affairs counterpart, Mrs. Ife Obinabo, commended the founder of Affirmation Movement for his philanthropy and called on more well-to-do individuals to emulate him.
Encouraging people have a lot of Nigerians who have more resources than you to follow the rules and do more.
It is not because you are giving from a place of abundance, you are giving from a place of love in your heart. And when we do that, it just makes us better human beings.
I am Amaka Onwuzilike for ABS News.
Local government areas taking delivery of 10 million worth of hospital equipment to re-equip primary healthcare centers in the council area. The distribution, which was the first phase of the program in Governor Chukwuma Soludo's drive to give a facelift to all primary health centers in the state, and the equipment donated include mattresses, MUAC tapes, suction machine, drip stand, BP, sugar and cholesterol testing instruments, anti-shock garments, trip stands, delivery beds, adult and child weighing scales, among others. Correspondent Amaka Onwuzilike again filed the report.
At the event, the mayor of the council area, Comrade Jerome Ibekwe, said the medical equipment go a long way curbing unnecessary deaths witnessed in rural areas, adding that this milestone will go on to extend the success of the free antenatal and delivery being provided by the Soludo administration. Comrade Ibekwe recounted the various achievements recorded by his administration in the area of meeting health coverage, to include enrollment of 2,000 persons into the Anambra State Health Insurance Scheme, revamping of old ambulances, and renovation of some health centers.
Firstly, I have to thank His Excellency, Dr. Chukwuma Soludo, This is to improve the grassroots medical attention, and the governor is very optimistic to make sure that the essence of the health is being carried out for people in the grassroots to obtain the basic health amenities. You can see the medical equipment that will worth millions upon millions here.
Delivery will be free, for example, and most of the drugs are free. And still, so I told them, I asked the local government mayor to create awareness, and he has done that by saying that the whole drugs that are free are going to be tested at the entrance of each health center. And those ones that are going to be paid token, the equivalent amount will be specified so that people will know.
I am Amaka Onwuzilike for ABS News.
And still to come on the news, NAF reaffirms commitment to welfare of soldiers. And in foreign news, U.S. threatening to shoot down Venezuelan jets over trespass. The news returns shortly after the break. Stay with us.
Fly your way to victory with Jet Naija. Enjoy instant winnings when you play Jet Naija at any Bet Naija retail outlet. Just walk into any Bet Naija shop and be part of the action. The fun is real. The winnings are massive. Jet Naija is available in all Bet Naija retail outlets nationwide. Not for persons under the age of 18. Bet responsibly.
ABS Television, Oka. The Nigerian Air Force has reiterated its unwavering commitment to the welfare and morale of its frontline personnel, while urging them to remain steadfast in protecting civilians against bandits and insurgents. In a statement which was shared via the X page on Saturday during the commissioning of worship centers and other value addition projects at 41354 Force Protection Wing, Birin, Bari, Kaduna State. The projects include worship centers for both Christian and Muslim personnel, a mini-mart, and a quarter guard stand, all executed in line with the command philosophy of the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Azan Bala Abubakar, which places personnel welfare at the heart of the operational effectiveness. Representing the CAS, the Air Officer Commanding Air Training Command, AOC, ATC, Air Vice Marshal Ahmed Yusuf Dari, commended the troops for the professionalism and sacrifices in restoring relative calm to previously terrorized communities. He further charged the troops to remain vigilant, resolute, and united, noting that the mission transcends combat. In the foreign news, Donald Trump has warned that if Venezuelan jets fly over U.S. naval ships and put the U.S. in a dangerous position, they will be shot down. President Trump's warning comes after Venezuela flew military aircraft in a U.S. vessel off South America for the second time in 2 days, according to U.S. officials. The reports follow a U.S. strike against what Trump officials said was a drug-carrying vessel from Venezuela operated by a gang, killing 11 people. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has said that the U.S. allegations about his country are not true and that differences between the nations do not justify a military conflict. And in sports news, Kylian Mbappe has drawn level with Thierry Henry as France joined second highest goal scorer after finding the net in Les Bleus' 2-0 victory over Ukraine in their 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier on Friday. The 26-year-old forward scored in the 82nd minute, taking his tally to 51 goals for the national team, the same as Arsenal's legend Henry. The record puts Mbappe behind only Olivier Giroud, who remains France's all-time leading scorer with 57 goals. France tightened their grip at the top of Group C with the win, while Ukraine struggled to create clear chances. The other goal came from Michael Olise, who scored earlier in the 10th minute to open the scoring. Mbappe, who made his international debut in 2017, has steadily become the face of French football. It was a testimony of a life well lived in service to humanity with deep faith in God, as attested by the children of late Chief Francis Umeji during his burial and funeral ceremony at Urukofia village, Nimo, in Jikoka Council area. The requiem mass for the deceased held at St. Vincent Catholic Church, Nimo, and presided over by the Catholic Bishop of Okadasis, Most Reverend Paulinus Ezekafo, gathered family, friends, and well-wishers to pay their last respect. Correspondent Kenechu Kuchukudi was there for ABS and now reports.
Most Reverend Ezo Kafo admonished all present on purposeful living, rooted in God's teaching, as life after death is judgment for God. Thanking God for the life of Chief Umeji, praying for the repose of his soul. Speaking after the interment of the father, one of the sons, Mr. Orachuku Umeji, explained that the father was a jovial personality, liked by all who came across him, a devout Catholic and a disciplinarian who would be missed. Another of the sons, Mr. Emeka Umeji, also echoed that the father was an amazing man, humble, simple, and related to all easily, while a family friend, Chief John Chuks Onwazo from Adaziani, noted that the deceased was one to seek advice and assistance from in critical times, emphasizing that his presence would be missed.
He is so devoted to his Christian faith. Anybody that comes across him, definitely will like him.
My dad was an amazing man. We learned with the children, even the relatives and the people around, we learned a lot.
Thank God that he lived a life worthy of native. So I know that he's there already. That's why I thought, if I want to pray now, he says St. Francis, pray for us so that...
Late Chief Umeji, a knight of St. John International, was survived by wife, 5 boys, and a daughter, as condolence visits from families, in-laws, and well-wishers featured prominently during the burial ceremony. From Nimo, Njikoka Council area, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
You can follow programs on ABS from any part of the world via our website by logging on to www.absradiotelevision.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on ABS Radio Television. Follow us on our social media handles as ABS Radio Television on Facebook and at ABS Radio TV on Instagram and on X at ABS Radio TV. And other main points. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has inaugurated a 489-member campaign council. Affirmation Movement has gifted indigent widows free houses. And in national news, NAF has reaffirmed commitment to welfare of soldiers. And in foreign scene, U.S. threatens to shoot down Venezuelan jets over trespass. And to end the news, remember the security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report of scrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 08002 200008. And also don't forget that ABS TV is now live on cable free to air. Join us. And that's the end of the news on ABS Television. Oka, I am Ogene Rume Okogome. Thanks for watching.